The best things about bicycling every day versus having a car is number one, groceries. When I go grocery shopping, I get everything and load it into my bicycle, and then I open my door and I walk my bicycle that has all my groceries right into my kitchen, right? And then put the stand down and I'm able to unload, and there's very minimal walking. Before, when I had a house, I would get all my grocery store. I would go into my garage. Then I would have to carry the groceries from the garage all the way to the kitchen, back and forth multiple times. Unlike my bicycle, where I can just roll up right into my kitchen, right by the refrigerator, put the kickstand down, and unload everything. Okay, that is truly amazing. And if you live in an apartment, imagine finding parking and then carrying all your groceries bag by bag into the house. If you're on the second or third, even worse. Okay, with a bike, you just roll it in, and then that's it. Okay. The other thing I really like about bicycling is that it really makes me feel good. Like every day I'm bicycling, it makes me feel good. I'm burning calories, but I'm not doing it for burning calories. But it just makes me feel good. I'm able to smell the roses, and it doesn't matter what season it is. If it's the winter, it has its pros and cons. If it's the summer, it has its pros and cons. But in each of those pros and cons, there's this delicious, sweet taste to it, okay? And if you're just willing to be patient and get the right gear, then you're able to really enjoy the winters and you're really able to enjoy the summers, okay? What is the right gear? For example, in the summer when I'm cycling around, I have watermelon with me, I'll have some fruits with me, I'll have stuff to help me up, water to help me up, okay? And having the right gear, like the right hat so I don't get overheated, and the right clothes that shields me from the sun. And the same thing in the winter. What do I need? I need something to cover my face because the wind's going to hit it. I need something that's going to cover my neck because the wind's going to hit it. I need multiple layers of clothing, and I need clothing that's professionally made for hiking, because hiking clothes are very durable. They're windproof and they're water resistant, etc. So it's very cool to cycle because I get gear that's very amazing that protects me in the summer and in the winter, but at the same time, I can smell the sweet roses of the air from both degree changes and everything in the middle. And of course, the beautiful butterflies. So not only am I able to pull my groceries right into my kitchen, right, where I couldn't do that in a car, I couldn't do that in anything else. At the same time, I'm able to get a physical activity. I get to feel good. I get to smell the roses, as they say in America. And it's a great life to be a cyclist. I would never go back to a car. Here's a funny story. Every day when I go to the gym, there's a guy that goes to the gym in my where I live too, and the gym's about 3.5 miles away, one way. And we leave roughly at the same time, right? I see him in the morning. He closes his door. I close my door, like pretty much every day, right? But I get to the gym 10, 15 minutes before him because of the time he's going to the gym in the morning, there's massive traffic, people going to work and stuff, right? So he gets to sit in the traffic, and then when he gets to the gym, he has to find parking space where, once again, I just roll right in with my bike, and I usually beat him by 10, 15 minutes, even though we leave at the same spot. He has a car, and I'm just cycling, okay? Just mind-boggling. And the same exact story would happen in college when I used to cycle. There was a guy that had a car, and we lived literally right next to each other. And every morning we had the same class, and we would leave, and I would beat him every time, dude, because he had to find parking, he had to go in traffic, set the lights, all that stuff, right? And it's amazing how e-bikes can even make cycling even much more fun. It's easier on your joints. You still get the cardiovascular benefits. You get the dopamines, serotonins, all that good chemicals being released in your brain. And overall, man, I love cycling. I should have just never bought cars and just been a cyclist, because it's a really cool thing. Without a doubt, I don't think I'll ever go back to owning a car. Owning a bicycle, if you're going to be a cyclist forever, you'll probably need multiple different bicycles, right? One bicycle for cargo, one bicycle for going fast, one bicycle for going off-roading, etc., right? But if you even add all that up, it's way less than owning a car. But for me, I just did it because I was tired of traffic. I was tired of, all the subscriptions that go with owning the car. And, I was tired of, getting regulated with blinkers, and it's all that chaos. People having road rages and all that crazy madness. Because on a bike, I don't really experience that. It has dropped like 95% for me, especially if I stick to the trails. Anyways, guys, love to hear your thoughts below. But cycling definitely has changed my life, and I highly would recommend it for short or long distance commuting. Peace.